Good morning, Mr. Green. Are you chewing gum?
The judge opens the morning session as Mr. Green stands charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. A traffic stop revealed marijuana, a hot-boxed car, and an AR-style pistol beside a backpack of bagged weed. The judge warns him sharply, no weapons, no driving without a license, and absolutely no new cases.
Please spit it out. Hey, guys, is there a trash can over there? So he's not smacking. Mr. Green, you were charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On January 4th, 2025, the officer observed the defendant's vehicle traveling on the 8600 block of Colon Boulevard, and the officer began to approach the defendant's vehicle and observed a strong odor of marijuana emitting from that specific vehicle. The officer observed the defendant to make a westbound maneuver onto Belfort Street, and the defendant failed to use a right signal to make a turn onto another street. The traffic stop was then initiated. The officer made contact with the defendant and observed the strong odor of marijuana from the vehicle, and the officer asked the defendant to step out of the vehicle, and the defendant was then detained. The officer asked the defendant if he had recently hotboxed the vehicle, and the defendant stated he had earlier in the day. The defendant stated he had marijuana in a backpack lying on the passenger seat, and the defendant stated he had a rifle and pistol magazine. The officer observed a semi-automatic AR pistol lying on the passenger seat adjacent to the backpack with marijuana inside. The backpack had a bunch of Ziploc baggies containing marijuana, and the weight of the marijuana was 13.05 grams.
Do you have a valid Texas driver license, please?
I'll run it, Your Honor.
Mr. Green, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to be in possession of weapons. Do you understand?
It's eligible, Your Honor.
Unless you have a valid Texas driver license and liability insurance, you're not allowed to drive. Do you understand?
Sir.
Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer, sir? How old are you?
23.
Okay, I'll have you fill out an application to see whether you qualify, and then if you do, then we'll provide your lawyer today. Do not pick up any new cases. Don't violate the law. If I find that you do, I'm going to put you in jail. You understand me? All right, come on.
Right, Judge.
You were here on Mr. Wilson?
This is his first setting. He has a motion to adjudicate. He picked up a new impeding breath upstairs.
Oof.
We're set for the 23rd on that day. We are contesting that vigorously.
He still has other technical violations with us as well.
I don't know if it is significant, but maybe not as significant as the new case.
Sure.
Because I wouldn't want to be on probation for this group.
You know, I'll give you a bit of time, Mr. Monks, but I mean, if it's going to take 2 years,
Oh, no, we're not talking about that. We should have some, when did you say we'll come about on the 23rd?
23rd.
I would say, if we'll give you, just shortly after that, we'll be able to give you a flavor for what they're thinking.
Okay.
And then we'll go from there.
Done.
Yeah, a pleasure.
You want the same day?
Would you like to come back on both cases on the same day? That means you don't have to come down here 2 days in a row.
Yeah, I think that's
You
better.
want to do the same day?
Yes, sir.
Okay, got
Thank
it.
you.
All right.
Thank you. You have a great day.
You too.
Good weekend.
Judge, is there gonna be any bond conditions?
Just the weapons. I mean, I'm sure that the felony court did conditions, so, I mean, we're good.
Okay, thank
Yeah, I'm sure the felony court did it.
you. You want to sit down?
Judge, was the state gonna
Next, Mr. Hashimi faces a DWI after allegedly running a red light. Officers describe slurred speech, staggering steps, and signs of marijuana use. Breath tests read 0, prompting a blood warrant. The judge slows everything down, ensuring he understands English, then warns him. 1 positive drug test, and his bond is gone.
file conditions for Wilson?
No, just, you speak English, sir, right?
Yeah, if I need help, I can
Would you like me to provide you a translator? What do you speak?
Pashto.
Pashto. How well do you speak English?
Go ahead and sign.
How well do you speak English?
Good. I graduated from high school here.
Okay. Mr. Hashimi, you were charged with driving while intoxicated. You were facing up to 6 months in jail and/or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you. If you do not understand something, let me know. We'll go slow for you, okay?
If I not hire the attorney, you know what?
We will get to the attorney later. We're doing probable cause now. Do you understand?
Yes,
We're going to see if there's enough evidence to go forward with your case. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. Do you understand?
yeah,
If you cannot afford a lawyer will be given to you.
I did it. I just.
Stop. Don't say anything. Just, please,
Yes, Judge. On January 3rd, 2025,
go slow.
at approximately 10 p.m., the officer observed the defendant's vehicle run a red light after the officer was sitting at a cross section with a green light. A traffic stop was then initiated, and the officer made contact with the defendant, who was the driver and sole occupant of the vehicle. The officer observed watery eyes, thick-tongued, slurred speech, confusion, and disorientation. The officer asked the defendant for his driver's license, and he began searching for his wallet, and the defendant then handed the officer his license. The defendant then began making furtive movements, and the officer asked the defendant to exit the vehicle. The officer observed the defendant to stagger and sway on his feet, and the officer could smell an odor of marijuana coming from the vehicle. The defendant admitted to smoking a cigar of marijuana with a friend, and standard field sobriety tests were conducted. The defendant could not follow instructions for the HGN, and the walk and turn found 7 out of 8 clues, and the one leg stand found 3 out of 4 clues. The defendant was read the DIC and consented to breath. The results were both .000, and a blood search warrant was signed and executed.
What was the stop for?
For running a red light, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Hashimi, I'm going to find there's enough probable cause to go forward with the case. Would you like me to provide you a lawyer today? Okay. I need you to fill out an application for me. I will take a look at it. If you qualify, we will provide you a lawyer today, okay?
Thank you.
Please, wait, hold on. Mr. Hashimi, you are not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. I will test you. If you test positive for alcohol or illegal drugs like marijuana, I'm going to put you in jail and revoke your bond. Do you understand?
Mr. Jack is accused of driving while intoxicated at 108 miles per hour. Officers note slurred speech, watery eyes, and strong alcohol odor. He refuses all tests, prompting a blood warrant. The judge warns him, no alcohol, no drugs, and no more reckless driving. One slip and the privilege to drive disappears.
Yes, sir.
Do you see that he has a,
It's eligible, Your Honor.
okay, please.
This way. Next, Judge, counsel is approaching on page 7. Jack, come on up.
Oh, and then I also have Arthur Sims here for, good morning, counsel.
Good morning.
Come on up,
No, Mr. Jack.
Jackson.
Page 7.
Oh, it's Jack. Mr. Jack? Sir, you were charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On January 4th, 2024, at 9:02 p.m., the officer arrived on scene to a traffic stop. And upon arrival, the officer met with another officer who stated he had called him for backup after initiating the traffic stop for the vehicle reaching speeds of up to 108 miles per hour. The officer observed a strong odor of an alcoholic beverage, slurred speech, watery eyes, and unsteadiness on his feet. The defendant was then detained, and the defendant admitted to having a few drinks at a party. The defendant refused further questioning, and standard field sobriety tests were conducted. HGN 4 out of 6, walk and turn 7 out of 8, one leg stand 3 out of 4. The DIC was read, and the defendant refused to provide a sample. A blood warrant was signed and executed.
You say what had the odor of alcohol, slurred speech, bloodshot eyes? I didn't hear you say any of that.
Yes, he had odor of alcoholic beverage, slurred speech, watery eyes, and unsteadiness.
Got it.
Mhm.
Okay. Mr. Jack, I want to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm going to randomly test you. If I find that you're using, it's not going to go well for you. If I find that you're driving like this,
A theft case follows as Ms. Plum appears with her attorney on Zoom. Target Loss Prevention says she pushed a cart of unpaid items past checkout. The judge finds probable cause but stresses boundaries. No returning to Target, no new charges, and constant communication with her lawyer, or her bond is revoked.
in this manner, again, I will take your privilege to drive away from you. Do you understand?
Yes.
Do you see that he has a valid license?
I'm running it, Your Honor. It's eligible, Your Honor.
All right. You have a lawyer. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance, but it is your responsibility to stay in touch with them. They come back to me, tell me they can't get a hold of you because you're playing games. I will issue a warrant for your arrest. You understand? Don't pick up any new cases. Don't use, stay in contact and all will be fine. All right. I'll have you sign a receipt with Victoria. We'll have you get with Felicia for your bond conditions, and then you're free to go. Thanks, guys.
All right.
Good morning, Ms. Pace. Ma'am, you were charged with driving on a suspended license. You were facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, ma'am.
Yes, Judge. On January 2nd, 2025, the officer observed the defendant's vehicle at the 900 block of Burke Road. He ran the license plate and it had a return of an expired registration as of November 2024. A traffic stop was conducted, and the defendant was not able to provide a Texas driver's license, so instead the defendant provided a name and date of birth. The defendant stated she did not have financial responsibility on the vehicle, and the defendant was shown to have a suspended driver's license not eligible with multiple Class C warrants.
Okay. Ma'am, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case.
Can I say something?
Please don't. You have the right to remain silent. Exercise that right. Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer?
Yes, I do.
You don't want a court-appointed lawyer? Okay, so we'll give you time to go hire a lawyer. I am making it a condition of your bond that you're not to drive unless you have a valid Texas driver license and liability insurance. And I'm going to have you sign a promise with me today. Doesn't matter what's going on in your life. If you want to drive, go get a license, get liability insurance. If you can show me that, I'll take this restriction off. Happily. Okay? Bless you. Did you sneeze?
No.
Just sneeze. Okay, man. So I'll have you sign this reset. I'll have you get with Victoria for a reset and then we'll get you out of here, man. Okay? Thank you.
All right, Judge, next is page 11. Reyes, come on up.
Good morning, Mr. Reyes. Sir, you were charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On January 2nd, 2025, the officer was riding with HPD Traffic Crimes Task Force, and a group of vehicles was meeting at 430 West Parker Road in Harris County, Texas. The officer observed the defendant, who is 18, brandish a firearm while walking around his vehicle, and the defendant exited from the motor vehicle on the driver's side, walked around the motor vehicle while brandishing the handgun, and then sat in the front passenger side seat. A traffic stop was initiated and the officer made contact with the defendant, the passenger of the vehicle, and the defendant admitted to carrying around a handgun, which was found under the passenger seat in the motor vehicle where the defendant was sitting.
Mr. Reyes, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case.